Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a real estate agent here in the Bronx, born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx, which means I'm pretty much pre-built for this. And today I really wanted to go over something that people don't really discuss on a regular basis, which is what is the actual cost of living here in the Bronx in 2026? And I want to give you a preview. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what it costs to live here in the Bronx, New York. Rent, your mortgage, your food, your entertainment, your transportation, everyday living expenses, and how you get around here in the Bronx, New York. If you're watching this video because you're thinking about buying a home, click the link in the description below. We work with first-time home buyers on a regular basis, and we're happy to answer your questions. Start with your first one, the rent. The Bronx is still the most affordable borough that we have of the 5 boroughs in New York City. Monthly rent to the Bronx range anywhere from $1,600 a month all the way to $3,000 a month, depending on whether you're renting a studio or a 3-bedroom apartment. Now, note, you're going to go on the higher side if you're living in Riverdale or if you're living by the waterfront in Throgs Neck. You can expect to see a little bit of an increase in your rent. Believe it or not, it's still one of the more affordable options of the 5 boroughs. Don't forget your amenities. That's a whole different story. Your building could have laundry. You could have a gym. It could have other things that are available, especially the new buildings that are going up here in the Bronx. So definitely check in to see if there's an extra fee for your amenities. Don't forget, you got a brand new casino being built in Throgs Neck, which is going to bring jobs to the area. And when jobs come, the rent goes up. Now, we can get to mortgages in the Bronx, but realize that anywhere between $3,500 to $7,000 is a monthly mortgage that's regular here in the Bronx, depending on your purchase price. And it's not shocking. We have $1.5 million multifamily homes in the Bronx and plenty of $1 million single-family homes in the Bronx. And you have a totally different entry point if you want to buy a co-op or a condo. Totally different video, though. All right, let's get into transportation. Monthly Metro cards are available, and I think they run you less than $130 a month. You have multiple bus lines throughout the Bronx. You have the 4, 5, 6 train, the D train, the 1 train. You have options, and it only costs you $130 a month. Travel anywhere you want, in and out of Manhattan, literally 30 minutes away. Owning a car is up to you, but a reminder, the average insurance in New York City is $250 a month. Imagine what you could do with $250 a month. And one of the best parts of New York City is the fact that you don't need to own a car. Who wants to deal with this on a regular basis anyway? I'm not going to say that the train is perfect. We'll have issues from time to time. But overall, New York City transportation is pretty reliable. It's safe. Quick reminder, we've got a great ferry. It goes all the way from Throgs Neck, Ferry Point Park, all the way down to Far Rockaway. Imagine the beauty. You can ride all the way from the Bronx down the east side of Manhattan, taking the sights and going to work. Let's get into groceries. We have all your standard supermarkets. You got a Stop and Shop. You got Food Bazaar, Western Beef, C-Town, Key Food. Food budget as a single person can run you anywhere between $100 and $150 a week, depending on how much you're eating. We'll save the eating out for later on. For couples, it's a little bit more. For a family of 4, good luck. Use the apps also. They have plenty of digital coupons available to you. Now let's get into everyday expenses. Utilities, Con Ed. We know about you already. Your internet, Cablevision, could be Verizon. You could have other options, but you got to have cable. You got to connect to the internet. But no matter what, you have tons of options out here when it comes to getting your internet. Your everyday expenses are completely up to you. You could want to splurge a little bit on a daily basis. You might go through months where you're saving a little bit more. Every day is completely up to you. You got to figure it out. Just a quick mention, childcare costs. Childcare costs are expensive all around the country, and New York City is no different. And those daycares can cost you anywhere between $1,600 to $2,000 a month. Although we got some good things happening that I want to cover in other videos, but you're starting to realize that your dollar does stretch a little more here. I'm not selling the Bronx. It's just basic math. One big section I wanted to cover was food and eating out. You have diners, you have bodegas, you have restaurants all around the Bronx, whether it's Arthur Avenue or City Island. Tons of restaurants up and down East Street and Mount Avenue. But we cover it all. Great pizza shops, Italian food, Bengali food, West Indian food, every food. Listen, the Bronx is not as cheap as it was 10 years ago, and I completely understand that. Compared to the other boroughs, it is the more affordable option. It's the last little bit of old school New York. Affordable doesn't mean cheap rent. It means you get what you pay for. And the Bronx is still a place that people are investing in every day. Now, you've got plenty of choices. You can rent, you can own, but you could still have an affordable life in New York City while living in the Bronx. It's fact. And bottom line, the Bronx is still one of the best places where a first-time home buyer can get into somewhere that's affordable. Now, guys, look, I grew up here, so I'm not hyping up the Bronx because it's my job. I love this borough. It's the last little bit of old New York that we have left, and we're trying to protect it. So if you love community, if you're looking for growth, and you want to invest in a place that's rising just as much as everywhere else, why not come in the Bronx and plant your seed? If this video helped you with your cost a little bit, just drop a comment. Think, what are your options? What are you paying in the other boroughs? Let me know. Versus the Bronx, is it really worth it? I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out.